Hey, Master Coach G here, thriving after 50, mind, body, soul. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about kidney function. Yes, I shared with you the beginning of this month that we were going to be talking about the major organs, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys, and the heart. So this week, we're talking about kidney function and why it's important to maintain good kidney health, because proper kidney function is essential for our overall health and our well-being. When kidney function starts to decline, the waste products that we have in our bodies cannot be released unless we have proper kidney function. And what happens is when we don't, it leads to various health problems such as chronic kidney disease, high blood pressure, heart disease, anemia, and bone disease. So make sure you stay tuned, because this is going to be an important episode all about kidney health. This is Master Coach G, and I will see you on the inside. Hey fam, Master Coach G here, thriving after 50, mind, body, soul. And as promised, today I am talking about kidney health, how our kidneys should be functioning and what we can do to make sure we're maintaining good kidney health, because proper kidney function is essential. Let me say that again. Proper kidney function is essential for our overall health and our well-being. When kidney functions start to decline, waste products can accumulate in the body, which can lead to various health problems such as chronic kidney disease, high blood pressure, heart disease, anemia, and bone disease. So that's why it's important that we take care of our kidneys by, number one, staying hydrated. Number two, maintaining a healthy diet. Number three, regular exercise. And maintaining these conditions can affect our health. So as you see, we talked about the diet and the exercise, which is two of the key principles that I always talk about, because again, you cannot get away from the four principles that I always talk about. And as you see, our diet and regular exercise is important for us to be able to maintain good kidney health, maintaining the condition that can affect our kidneys. And we don't want to not pay attention to our kidneys. And I know that it's not anything that, that unless we start to have a problem, that's the only time I'm sure that we think about our kidneys. Even when we go to the bathroom to urinate, we just go and urinate. We don't think about kidney function. We don't think about kidney health. But I think it's important that we bring this to light, because we do not want to develop all these other diseases that we don't have to. Proper kidney function is crucial for our overall health, especially as we age. So if we're over 50, and that's the audience that I'm speaking with, even you can be younger, but still, especially as you get older, things start to decline. So does the kidneys. The kidneys do more than just filter waste. Okay, it helps to regulate our blood pressure. It balances our electrolytes. It produces red blood cells, and it help us to maintain proper hydration. So that's why our kidneys are so important. Poor kidney function can lead to fatigue. So if you're wondering, like, well, why am I so tired? Or if you have a lot of swelling, okay, those are two things that you want to kind of pay attention to, because high blood pressure is even more serious than kidney disease or kidney failure. So for those of us that are over 50, maintaining kidney health becomes even more important, because naturally as we age, we got to pay attention to our diet, and if we're on any type of medication, that's really important that you understand that you definitely need to do more hydration if you're on medication because of the toxins that may be in the medication that you're taking. So because we do not want to develop the chronic diseases like the high blood pressure or the diabetes. So, and that because that puts an extra strain on our kidneys. So staying hydrated, eating food that's kidney friendly, if you will, a diet such as food that is low in processed food. First of all, processed food is not good for you, period. Okay? And it definitely affects your kidneys. So getting a regular checkup, as far as your kidney function, when you go in to see your doctor for your annual, semi-annual, every 3 months, make sure that they're doing lab work on your kidneys so you will know at what capacity your kidneys are functioning. Okay? Those numbers are vitally important. I know most of us, we look at our A1C, we look at our cholesterol levels, we look at our blood pressure levels, but we need to start paying attention to our kidney function, okay? Because it's very valuable. So because catching kidney issues early can prevent serious complications, okay? So the sooner that we catch the signs of having something to do with our kidneys, like for instance, like if you have a change in your urination, okay, if it's increased and you haven't increased your water intake, then there's a sign, okay? If your urine is foamy or if there's blood in your urine, that's a sign, okay? If you have swelling, puffiness in your hands or your feet or your face, that means that you're retaining fluid. You need to pay attention to that. You're not just having the swelling for no reason at all. That means that there's a problem, something's going on with your kidneys. If you're feeling fatigue and weak, that's due to toxic buildup and a decreased red blood cell production. So that's why we need to see, and I did something on cell health, I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago. We don't understand how all this stuff works together. That's why I'm doing this on the organs, because we need to understand how one thing leads to another. So we got to pay attention to that. So if you're feeling fatigue or weak, it's probably due to some toxic buildup. Our blood pressure affects our kidneys, okay? Kidneys help to regulate our blood pressure, okay? So when there's a spike in our blood pressure, then it's a sign that there's something going on with our kidneys. If you're having lower back pain, especially around the kidney area, that is a telltale sign that you may have something going on with your kidneys as well. If you have like a metallic taste in your mouth, like you have like a spoon or something, how the metal tastes in your mouth, that or bad breath, that's a sign of toxic buildup. And that right there is a sign that there's something going on with your kidneys. If you have dry and itchy skin, irritation, there's an imbalance in the minerals and the waste removal, which can lead to skin issues. So, and I know that again, we don't pay attention to most of this stuff. We may get like a rash or something, not even knowing that it could be kidney related. So that's the reason why we really need to do research on whatever it is that we have going on with our bodies. So let me share with you some things on how you can maintain good kidney health, okay? Because taking care of your kidneys is essential for our overall health, again, especially as we're aging. Once we hit that 50 mark, things start to change, things start to decline. So I'm going to give you some key ways to support kidney function and help you to prevent issues in the future, okay? Number one, stay hydrated. You need to drink enough water, and if you are on any type of medication, whether it's over-the-counter, prescription medication, you got to make sure that you're drinking extra water, because that's going to be the only thing that's going to flush out those toxins, okay? So you should be drinking 6 to 8 bottles of water every single day. That's what ensures you that you are flushing out toxins, because if you don't do that, you're going to have some problems. You need to adjust your intake on your activity level. Okay. Exercise does have a lot to do with kidney function, and that's the reason why it's one of the important principles or pillars, if you will, along with the what we eat. Okay, eat a kidney-friendly diet. Okay, which is reducing sodium and making sure that you are limited to the processed foods that you eat, canned goods, and restaurant meals. Now, me personally, I don't eat out that often. I've been in North Carolina for 3 years, almost 4 years now, and I can count the number of times on one hand that I've actually eaten out. I'm, one of these type of gals that I like to cook my own food because I know what's in it. I know there's nothing processed in there. I also use the excuse me, the pink Himalayan salt, so that I don't get all the sodium. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. So eat a kidney-friendly diet, which is reducing the sodium and eliminating the processed food. Be careful with the canned foods too, because, canned foods do have quite a bit of sodium and other ingredients that will affect your kidneys. I always recommend frozen vegetables or frozen food. Now, I know some things, your Bush's baked beans and things of that nature that comes in a can. I understand that, you may want to enjoy those during the summertime, especially when we're having cookouts and things of that nature. And it's okay, but don't eat canned foods every single day. I highly recommend that you eat frozen vegetables, frozen food whenever you can, definitely. Eat potassium-rich foods like bananas, oranges, spinach, in moderation. In moderation, let me say that, because too much of that can be harmful for your kidneys. The potassium level affects your kidneys. So yes, make sure that you're eating food that's rich for your kidneys, but do it in moderation. Okay. Make sure that you're including lean protein like fish, eggs, plant-based protein, and avoid excess red meat. Yes. Okay. Whole grains and healthy fats, like olive oil, avocados, things of that nature. Yes, consume as much of that as you possibly can. Control your blood sugar and your blood pressure, because high blood pressure, hypertension can damage your kidneys over time. That's the reason why we're looking at the heart, the liver, because the liver is all the functions that it does. It helps us to release a lot of the things that our bodies would ordinarily hold on to. Monitor your levels regularly and maintain a balanced diet. Okay. Regular exercise. I don't care if you got to go out for a 30-minute walk, or if you like yoga, or if you like me, you like strength training. Those things are very helpful in maintaining good kidney health. I know that people always think that, it's like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. Okay, well, don't go to the gym. Get out, walk outside your door, walk 15 minutes in any direction, and then come back and you just walk 30 minutes. It is good for your kidneys. It's good for your body, but it's definitely good for your kidneys. Be mindful of the medication and the supplements that you take. Okay? Because overuse of the NSAIDs, like the ibuprofens, things of that nature, can stress out your kidneys. Even the acetaminophen, the Tylenol, things of that nature will affect your kidneys. Not just your liver, but also your kidneys. Some herbal supplements can be hard on the kidneys as well. So you may want to check with a naturopathic practitioner, a holistic practitioner, to find out what it is that you may need for good kidney health. Okay. Maintaining a healthy weight is another thing that requires you to stay active. If you're staying active, you will always, always, always maintain a good, healthy weight, because obesity increases the risk of kidney diseases, diabetes, and high blood pressure. So make sure that you're maintaining a healthy weight. Stay active so that you can keep your weight to a minimum, so that way you don't have to worry about the kidney your kidneys malfunctioning, or the diabetes or the high blood pressure. So I encourage you to engage in activities like walking, swimming, strength training, and definitely keep your weight in check. Here's another thing that we have to pay attention to, is reducing toxins and our alcohol intake. Now, you may be the type of person that like to have, an occasional glass of wine, and that's okay. Everything has to be done in moderation. So don't overdo it when it comes to alcohol. Okay. Avoid smoking. We just talked about the alcohol, because that puts a strain on your kidneys. Yes, smoking puts a strain on your kidneys. Reduce exposure to heavy metals and environmental toxins. Okay. So make sure you're paying attention to the things that you're taking in your body, because heavy metals can definitely affect your kidneys. Get regular checkups. Yes, please get regular checkups. I always recommend a naturopathic practitioner or a holistic practitioner, because they go the holistic route, and I'm just not a fan of prescription medication. I'm just not a fan. I've never been a fan. I never will be a fan. I am a holistic type of gal, and I believe in holistic practices. So, but make sure that you're getting regular checkups. It's especially important if you have like diabetes, high blood pressure, or a family history of kidney disease. So if it's something that runs in your family, you definitely want to keep a check on it. So, when you go to the doctor, ask them for a test. There's one particular test that will, that hones in on your kidneys, and it's a E as in Edward, G as in Greta, F as in Faye, and R as in Ross. That test will definitely let you know where your kidney function is. So when you go to the doctor, make sure that you're checking all that stuff out, because you need to make sure that your kidney function is on point. Okay, because it leads to so many other problems, the diabetes, the high blood pressure, all that stuff, and it puts a strain on your kidneys. My mom has congested heart failure, so she has to see a kidney specialist because her kidneys are failing, because her heart is not functioning properly, her kidneys is not functioning properly, her liver is not functioning properly. So therefore she has to see a specialist and do things that is going to try to keep things in check. So I definitely recommend that you have that test done when you go to the doctor, so that way you will know exactly where your kidney function is. So if your kidney function is like below, I want to say I believe it's like 90, you want to keep an eye on that. Okay, so it's really important that we keep a check on our kidney function, because it does affect our cell production. It does affect our, if we're tired, or if we have swelling in our hands or our feet. So take this serious. Please take this serious. Don't act like, it's not a big deal, because, when you start having kidney failure, you don't want to get on dialysis or have a kidney transplant or any of that. So it's important that we keep a check on our kidneys. I can't stress that enough. That's what I have for you today. I hope this episode has added value to your life. If it has, please share it with someone that it may be a benefit to as well. Also, please subscribe to my channel, so that way every time I drop a new episode, you will be the first to be notified. I appreciate you, but as usual, before I get out of here, I gotta say thank you to my listening audience around the world, here in the United States, Canada, Australia, Russia Federation, China, Mexico, Belgium, Ireland, South Africa, Brazil, Nigeria, United Kingdom, Germany, France, Bangladesh, Ukraine, Kuwait, India, Hong Kong, Dominican Republic, Philippines, Barbados, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Japan. Just added 2 other countries, Indonesia and Pakistan. Welcome to Thriving After 50, Mind, Body, Soul. I appreciate each and every one of you for listening. Thank you for joining me here on Thriving After 50. This is Master Coach G, and I will see you on the next level.